All right, these are the 3 things you must do every single day to get very lean. Now, if you do these 3 things, you will lose fat. Most people make things way more complicated than they need to be. So when I want to get very, very lean, I just focus on doing these 3 things and everything falls into place. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing that I do every single day is I do a 5-hour fast. So if I wake up at 10 in the morning, I'm gonna go to 3 p.m. Now, you do not have to do a fast to get lean. You can eat first thing in the morning. But for me, I find the fast really helps get me mentally locked into cutting. When I fast, I'm giving my body this period of time without food. There's certain benefits with growth hormone, fat mobilization, but really it just gets me dialed in. I get sharper, my willpower is higher, and I find I can really enjoy eating epic meals. At times, I've kept my fast shorter and just fasted 3 to 4 hours after waking, but I really find if you can do 5 hours, it just gets you in the mode for cutting. So every single time I've gotten very, very lean, I fasted. Fasting is a huge part of my routine. So I recommend if you wake up at 7 in the morning, you're gonna wanna go till noon. Noon, no food. When you wake up, wait an hour, black coffee, you can have Kino octane, and go 5 hours without food. This is the time to really focus on getting stuff done, being productive. Now, you don't have to fast 8 hours, 9, 10 hours after you wake up. Some people try and fast too long, and then they're hungry. It's hard to do this for weeks and for months, and then when they eat, they don't have as good control. So the 5-hour is really the sweet spot. Now, the second one, and this really is the most important, you must hit your calories every single day, okay? I don't care if you're eating tons of protein, moderate protein. I don't care if you're going low carb or high carb. I don't care if you're eating carnivore or eating Pop-Tarts. You have to hit your calories if you want to get very lean. Now, a good spot to set your calories is 13 calories per pound of goal body weight. So if you're a big dude, 230, and you want to get down to 200, you're looking at 2,600 calories a day. And if you're a smaller guy that wants to cut to like 150, you're looking at about 1,950 calories per day. So you must hit your calories. Now, the way I hit my calories, I'll break my fast with Greek yogurt mixed with Kino collagen, banana, Rice Krispie square, about 500-600 calories. I'll have some raspberries before dinner, steak, potato, broccoli, about 1,200-1,300, and then another 500 calories at night. When I'm dialed, this is what I do. When I'm being lazy, some days I'll eat a little bit too much at dinner and go over my calories, but when I'm dialed, I keep it very, very locked in, and that's about 2,300 calories for me. And based on my activity level, how many calories I burn, that puts me in the perfect deficit to cut, 4 pounds of pure body fat each month. You don't need to lose 8 pounds, 10 pounds. That's counterproductive if you want to maintain high testosterone and muscle size. So you must hit the correct calories. If you want to go a bit lower and do 12 calories per pound of goal body weight, that's more of an aggressive deficit. I like 13. Unless you have a lot of fat to lose and you want to go faster, you can do 12. But these are the first 2 things. Hit that 5-hour fast. It makes cutting so much easier, and then get those calories dialed in, okay? And again, I like to eat a balance of protein, fats, carbs. I like base my diet off of fruits, the Greek yogurt, little Rice Krispie. It's delicious, it satisfies me, but really I like to base my diet off of lots of steak, a little bit of veggies, and potatoes. Potatoes are very, very filling. A lot of people say that carbs are not satiating. Potatoes are one of the most satiating foods in the world. So if you base most of your carbs off of fruits and potatoes, you're gonna be very, very full. And I finish my last meal with whatever I want. The last 400 or 500 calories can be celebration cookies, it can be some chocolate. That's my little sweet spot. So when I really wanna get lean, I make sure the calories are locked in at 2,300. I eat the same thing every day. I don't let myself go over. For the last few weeks, I've been a little bit too relaxed. My 2,300 calories have been turning into 2,800 because I'm going a little bit over on dinner. Maybe I'm breaking my fast earlier, but now to get hyper lean, I'm focused on keeping the 5-hour fast dialed, and you wanna have a few meals you cook that hit your calories easily. The third thing is getting your steps every single day. You do not need to be doing tons of cardio. You don't need to be doing intervals, but you do need to walk. Walking burns a moderate amount of calories and it doesn't increase your appetite. So when I wanna get lean, I make sure I get 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 per day burns a moderate amount of calories, and it makes sure that when your calories are dialed in correctly, 12, 13 calories per pound of body weight, you lose the correct amount of fat. If you sit down all day, you're not gonna burn that much. So you wanna get those steps in. Now, 10,000 is really good for fat loss. 12,000 is pretty solid. If you really wanna maximize fat loss, you can go up to 14,000 steps. I mean, I was in Spain for a few weeks this past summer, and I was eating like 1,000 calories for lunch. I was eating like 1,400 100 calories for dinner. I was eating sometimes a little bit of 300 calories of chocolate at night. So I was going somewhere around 26 to 2,800 calories daily. And I actually lost about a pound each week in Spain because I did lots of steps. I was doing a ton of walking. I was getting so much walking in. So the power of walking cannot be understated. And the great thing with walking is a lot of people think, oh, I don't have time for cardio. I don't have time to do. With walking, you can multitask. You can walk and you can listen to a podcast or audiobook. You can have a work call and walk in circles. You can walk with a friend and make it something social. You can call your best friend, walk with your girlfriend. And so walking is always gonna be two birds, one stone. Or you can just walk and be very present and appreciate the nature. And so walking is really, really functional. I don't want you to think about, oh, I have to make time for walking. No, make walking part of your life where you're either working, doing social, or learning while walking. And that is all you have to do to get lean. So wake up, fast, first 5 hours a day. If you wake up at 12, you go to 5 p.m. If you wake up at 5 in the morning, you go till 10. Second thing, hit the calories, the correct calories every day. I've gotten lean going a little bit lower than protein. Like, yes, you want to get enough protein in, but if you just hit your calories, you will get lean. So focus on hitting your calories and making it as simple as possible. I don't take my phone and put everything into MyFitnessPal because I focus on eating similar stuff every single day, so it's almost automated. Fast, hit your calories, and get your steps in. That usually means going for, a 30-minute walk twice a day. At that point, you're pretty solid. Now, if you want to maintain muscle, go to the gym, lift some heavy weights 2-3 days a week, short workouts, 30-40 minutes, get some heavy incline presses, pull-ups, Bulgarian split squats, Romanian deadlifts, do some heavy sets. That's enough to maintain muscle and support a great physique. But really, most people fail getting lean because one, they're going over their calories a few days a week, and so they never actually get lean. And secondly, they're not walking enough. Most people today are sedentary. We sit down, we're sitting on a chair, sitting in our car going to work, we're sitting in the office, we're lying on our couch watching movies. Most of us do not move enough. And it's not enough to go on the bike for 30 minutes. Biking does not burn that many calories, okay? What you must do is you must turn your body into a fat burning machine. How do you turn your body into a fat burning machine? By walking. Our hunter-gatherer ancestors walked like 16, 17,000 steps a day. You don't have to go that far, but once you get over 10,000 steps a day, that's when your metabolism is in a good spot. You're burning a good amount of calories and it's easier to get lean. If you're only walking 4,000 to 5,000 steps a day, it's very, very, very hard to get lean. Even if your diet is on point, you need to get that up above 10,000. So that's all you have to do. Hit your 5-hour fast, hit the correct amount of calories, and walk. You do those three things, you'll get lean. Of course, you want to maintain some muscle. You're going to want to lift heavy a couple days a week, but that's all you really need to focus on. If you're not getting lean, it's because you're not doing those three things consistently every single day. Write it down on your phone. Make sure you do it every single day, and you will get lean with ease.